Here's your First Alert 5 weather with Alan Rose.
And if you're just joining us here on News 5 Today Weekend, you are starting out with some very cold temperatures, but the sun is out and we're hoping that Mother Nature does the trick and helps to warm us up. The forecast does reflect that. You can see we'll go from the teens to highs in the 40s and low 50s, and then we're back down to below freezing just after the dinner hour by 8 o'clock, back down to the upper 20s in the Springs. Temperatures this morning across the region, coldest down towards the West Cliff and Alamosa areas. Sangre Mountains quite chilly this morning, as well as the San Luis Valley. So look at Salida, 19 degrees here this morning, 15 in Woodland Park and La Junta, and 23 outside in Walsenburg. Just a little bit of a north wind component coming down the Palmer Divide early this morning across the Springs. Also seeing a little bit of a west-southwest wind down towards the Raton Mesa, but overall winds are fairly light, and they're going to be much less significant today versus what we saw late last week. Yesterday was sort of that transitional day, but even with a little bit of wind this morning, it's adding that insult to injury, so to speak. Feels like 5 right now in the Springs, and it feels about like 15 degrees in Woodland Park. So you definitely want the layers. You want to bundle up this morning as you head out the door. The good news here is that for the afternoon hours, we get plenty of sunshine, a building ridge of high pressure, and that's going to boost temperatures about 4 to 8 degrees from what we saw today. And look at this, some 50s back into the mix across Highway 50, even along Highway 24 extending into the plains, talking about mid to upper 40s for Lyman and the Springs, and low to mid 40s expected today around the Tri-Lakes area in northern El Paso County. As we look ahead, this ridge of high pressure is going to dominate the weather forecast here in the short term. Not directly overhead, but its influence will be wide-reaching. So we will see dry skies and some mild temperatures with that warming trend through at least next Tuesday. And then this system moves in from the Pacific Northwest to bring us our next chance for snow. Now, I think it's primarily going to be a mountain snowmaker, but we're at least crossing our fingers for a chance that we get maybe a few flurries or some snow showers east of the mountains heading into Wednesday night. Trying to get outside to take the dogs to the park. Today's going to be a great day to do it, but it gets even better MLK Day, 50 degrees on Monday. Tuesday is going to be the warmest day in spite of the increase in cloud cover. Highs by then running almost 10 degrees above average. Today, just a few degrees above average for our Sunday. Nice end to the weekend in the Springs, 46 degrees. We'll see a high around 41 West Cliff, 46 Salida. Also around 46 degrees in Monument, Lyman today. Lows tonight are going to be quite cold again, but probably not as cold as what we saw last night or this morning. Still some teens out there on the map around the Springs and Pueblo, 24 expected in Canyon City. So for the next 7 days, you can see the warm up here. MLK Day 50, we're at 55 on Tuesday. Here's the mention of some flurries Wednesday night to Thursday, but it's a relatively warm air mass when that system arrives. And again, the question is, since the system comes out of the west, is how much of that moisture makes it down the lee side of the mountains. Typically, these systems dry out when they move west to east this time of the year. Windy, though, on Thursday as the system exits to the east with some colder air Thursday into Friday. For Pueblo, we'll be in the 50s today all the way through Wednesday. If we get the moisture here, I think it starts as rain Wednesday afternoon and Wednesday night, but not a lot. Again, lacking in moisture, this type of system, maybe a few flurries possible heading into Thursday morning. Canyon City, dry skies and plenty of sunshine Sunday into Monday. More clouds, but warming up through Tuesday with a high then around 58 degrees. And for Woodland Park, gotta love this forecast in the middle of January. Teller County High Country, we're loving those 50s. We see them on Tuesday, but we do have a chance of snow that follows Wednesday into Thursday. Maybe a little bit of light accumulation of Woodland Park, but at this point, Allison, really doesn't look like much.
Yeah, great weather for the extended weekend, and
yeah.
I mean, if you can, why not just make it a 4-day weekend? Take Tuesday off because the forecast is looking even better.
So warm.
Yeah, and then move inside for work, on Wednesday.
Right.
So that's my suggestion. Again, don't have to take my word
Where's
for
my
it.
calendar?
Yeah.
I mapped this out.
Not condoning you skipping work or school.
Right.
But I'm just making a light suggestion here.
Thinking out loud, right?
All right, Alan, thanks so much.